Today I got 4 very easy and simple DIYs. The product cost is like not zero, like you definitely would have to go out and buy some things, but I feel like the investment is really worth it. Like not that much money, probably like under $10 for like each one of these maybe, and the investment is going to be so that you can do this a lot of times going forward.
Who got that drink? Who got that drink? Who got that smoke? I need that sting. Oh, that's your girl, that bitch fucking the team. Oh, that's your
So right off the bat, I'm just gonna show you guys the materials that you're gonna need. So you're gonna need to go out and get some dental floss. That is going to be what you're gonna be using for the thread. It's a lot stronger than normal thread. It's way cheaper, and it lasts really long. Really holds up good. Then you're obviously going to need some needles. You know, this is going to be for the sewing. And I know sewing, it's scary, guys, but don't worry, I'm going to hold your hand through it. Then you're going to need some studs. Now, studs and spikes, which is the other thing that you're going to need, you can get these online for like pretty cheap. I would say go to a place that like, you know, is ethical, you know, not Amazon. I would say go to Etsy or maybe, you know, like eBay or something like that, or Marketplace. To go and get those, or just any like kind of bead store, they're usually going to have those. And then you're going to go and get some clothespins. That's going to be the last one. And clothespins you can really get anywhere. You can probably get that at Dollar Tree in bulk. The next thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a hoodie that you want to you know, customize and DIY and upcycle. I would say make sure it's pretty decent like quality fabric. That's like the one thing that it needs to have. You just don't want to sew with like low quality fabric stuff. It's just not very fun. And then you are going to need some fabric just for making a patch. It can be anything. I would recommend maybe some white like t-shirt fabric if you have a ratty old white t-shirt, or you can use something like I'm using, just like a light kind of flannel. So number one, we have studs. These are pretty cheap. You can get like a really decent sized bag for probably like $5, $10. And there's a lot in here. They come in very high counts. And I'm going to show you the mechanics. If you've never bought them before, they just have, oh, where's my camera? They just have like little spikes on them and you just press them in. And I'm going to show you how I like to add them onto my sweat. You can literally add studs anywhere, but I like to sort of space them out and add them along like this part, like the hem. And I like to add them along these parts right here as well. So the reason I'm showing this isn't because it's hard, but I feel like it's because a lot of people just don't know how easy it is. You literally just push it through like that. And there you go. And then we're just going to continue. Alright, so here's how it goes. I honestly fucked up some of them, but as you can clearly see, when you put it in a straight line, it looks fine, even when some of them are just like kind of crooked or like messed up. So the spikes that I have little holes in them. They're not studs. You can get spikes that are studs or you stick them in. I have the ones where you have to sew them in. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, but like just get the ones that are studs. They're so much easier and they seem to stick in just as well, but these ones are ultra secure. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, I should have shown this part, but basically you just get the floss, you thread the needle, and then you tie a knot like this. And I would recommend tying it a ton of times. This is what we're going to be using to sew with. And you need to make sure that you tie it tons of times so it doesn't come loose. And yeah, you can kind of just skip this part if you I'll put a timestamp on screen of the part you can skip to if you are just going to get the spikes that are studs. Yeah, just skip to that. So I'm going to do my best to show you guys. You got to start with the inside, like this is the outside of the hood, right? You have to start by putting the pin inside so that the knot that is tied does not show. And I'm also going to be sewing a patch on later. So this is a good lesson, get ready for that. So now we're sticking it through. Get your one of these and you're gonna put the pin all the way through like that, or the needle all the way through. You kind of gotta like set it flat, and then right on the other side you poke and then pull down like that. That way it'll pull it flat. And what we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna be moving the pin a little bit over and then sticking it through again and again and again. That way it's really, really secure. And we're gonna do one on this side and then one on the other side so that it looks like little devil horns. So there we go. Sticking it through. like that. That one's a little bit far apart too. And so we're gonna put this one a little bit on the other side, just so, because these ones only have one hole. I've seen some where they have 2 holes and you have to do a lot of sewing, and they go like 2 different directions, but yeah, this one only has 1. So you gotta do that on your own. Will it fit through? Looks like it. And then, so this is the end part, basically. What you're gonna do is you're gonna inside out it right here. And as you see, this little guy right there, that little white part, you're gonna put this underneath there, like that. It can go through the fabric. And you're gonna just tie a knot. That way you can cut this part off. You're gonna tie a knot, you're gonna put it underneath again, and you're just gonna tie a bunch of knots. And there you go. Now you have just, now you can cut that part right off right there. Now you have just sewed on one of these. And now I'll do it on the other side and then we'll have devil horns. And voila, this is what they look like. There are gonna be little spikes on top of my head now. And I think that's pretty cool. You can do this to any of your zip ups or hoodies. The one thing is, don't really do it on fur-lined ones because even this, having like double layers of fabric, is kind of a lot. So yeah, just do it on regular hoods. This next one is easy as shit. If you've never done this before, then you're not really a DIY fashion dude, but it's okay. I'm initiating you. Clothespins. Just put clothespins on your clothes wherever you want to. Let's do it. Okay, then here's how it looks on the pockets. I just like added like rows of them to sort of line them. I might put some pins in some other places, but this is like the coolest thing that I would say to do because it like has like a sort of impactful look other than just like pins looking random. So right now I have the patch laid out and I'm just drawing on the design. I have it placed down where I want to draw the patch, but you shouldn't do that. You should put it on a flat surface. I'm just sort of doing a simple skull here, and then I'm going to get to the sewing part. Okay, so I don't really show it the first time. I usually pull it out about too long and then just put it through. Oh, I threaded that so perfectly. That was amazing. And then yeah, you just start knotting it right there. So now we got our needle and our thread, and basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start right down here. And what I would actually recommend is taking some pins, and once you got it into place, you would actually want to get these pins and you're going to want to pin it down. That way, if you kind of move it a little bit, you can just continue and it won't be a big deal. I actually used to use clothespins on all my patches, like on every single patch, and I would go to school. I would pull my clothes out of my backpack and I would sew them in class. And trust me, just a few good clothespins, doesn't matter how much rough and tumble you go throughout your day, they will stay on nice and good. And yeah, basically you're gonna want to go in behind, you're gonna want to go in the back, and you're gonna want to stick pause on going in the back, but you're gonna want to stick the needle through, pull it all the way through till that knot catches, and then you're gonna want to go about maybe like a inch or like a half inch. I don't know how long that is, however long that is. And then you're gonna wanna push it through so that it goes to the other thing, like a other distance away. And you're gonna pull it, and there you go. And you're just gonna continue doing that, pulling it. And yeah, so basically if you have a really long thread, you might wanna tie it at certain points, but this one's not that long. So we're just gonna continue and then just maybe tie it off at the end. You're just gonna want to stick it through. Don't pull it through the other side. Stick it through so it's pointing out like this. And you're just gonna want to either go through one of these, or you're just gonna go through the fabric, and you're just gonna make a knot. This will hold it tight. This will lock it into place. And basically, if one of your stitches comes loose, the whole entire thing will not come loose because it is knotted. And yeah, then you're just gonna want to go back to continue your sewing. Okay, so here is the final piece right now on your screen, right over there, and check it out. That's pretty cool. I personally think I listed it on my Depop and my Instagram, and it actually already sold. Somebody already bought it. I'm gonna go ship it off right now. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, now you guys know how to sew a little bit better, hopefully. Hopefully you guys see how easy and entry level it truly is to DIYing your clothes. And if you want to see more DIYs, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna do more DIY style videos where I kind of just do maybe one singular DIY. Doing a few in a video is a little bit weird, but yeah. So hit that like button if you watched all the way to right here, right now. You clearly liked the video, and comment down below if you saw anything in this video that really helped you. If you have any questions for how to do this DIY, I can help you out with that. And yeah, I hope you guys stay styling, stay DIYing, and stay fresh. Peace.